Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Okay, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about the anti-lockdown protest that has taken place today in London, which about more than 60 people have now been arrested during this protest. If you aren't aware of what has been going on, then I'm going to give you the details on that. So definitely stick around, stay tuned, like, comment and subscribe. Okay, so the problem that we have with this anti-lockdown and the reason why it's a big issue is the new coronavirus legislation that has been put in place with the restrictions. Now, the group Save Our Rights UK, who held the protest, started around Marble Arch earlier on today. There has been many arrests, and the Metropolitan Police said it is expected the number of arrests to rise and increase. During this protest, they were not wearing any masks. They were dressed as Christmas elves, brandished signs reading, "All I want for Christmas is my freedom," ditch the face masks and stop controlling us. Now, this has kind of caused a split outrage, because a lot of people feel like you take away our rights to protest. It's almost like, this is not the Britain that people recognise, where there is freedom of speech. And on the other side, people feel like the more you kind of protest, the more it's going to extend the restrictions. I don't know if you guys can remember the gym owner who was fined about, I think it was 60,000 or something ridiculous like that, because he refused to shut down his gym. He was also found at the protest and was arrested. I was trying to find the clip of it, but if I can't find it, yeah, so that's crazy. Can you imagine you incur that level amount of debt, and then on top of that you get arrested? I think he's definitely putting his business at a very high risk. He already has to pay this high fine, and if he is seen to be kind of like a destruction to society or not really abiding to the rules, I don't really know how it would work, but I don't think it would go in his favor. The people that are protesting today have been protesting for months. I've spoken about those protests before, and this has been seen successively over the weekend. Like I said, protesting under this new restrictions legislation is banned. I'm just going to quickly head over to Twitter just to have a look at what the people are saying and what the people are feeling. Somebody said, "Britain is turning into a place I no longer recognise. If we have no freedom to protest, then we have no freedom at all. We need consistency, steaming into one mob but kneeling to another." Okay, so what he's saying is that steaming into one mob brackets London protest but kneeling into another, Black Lives Matter, is a recipe for disaster. Okay, so I kind of understand where this person is coming from, because it's almost like you allow one protest to happen but not the other. But at the same time, the last protest that happened, it was allowed. It's just because of the new restrictions, like the new legislation. So I don't see what that person's point is. Martin Dobney. Someone else says, "Protesting against lockdown is so dumb. You're just going to watch COVID and make it longer for yourselves." I completely agree, actually. I understand, obviously, the freedom to protest. That's one of the greatest tool that we can have, in terms of our human rights, is to be allowed to protest and stand for what we believe in. But at the same time, I do think that it is going to just cause a lot more damage than it is good. Protesting for other good, like the other person, like Martin pointed out, the Black Lives Matter. Well, any protest is banned. So any protest from now under these new restrictions is banned. And I think if we are saying that we want to come out of the lockdown, then we need to just abide by the rules. I'm sorry, I'm not taking away people's right to protest, but we are all sick and tired and fed up of being under this, restrictions. We're coming out of the lockdown on the 2nd of December. However, not really, because people are still going to be locked down under these tiers. And it's crazy because it's like the more this is happening and the more this R number is not reducing, or the more things are not changing, then the longer we're going to be restricted. So do I think these protests are beneficial? Not really. I just think, can we just please just abide by the rules, and at least let's see what happens? Because whether we protest or not, I just don't think protesting for this type of thing is going to have any impact. It's not going to make them think, oh, we're taking away their freedom. No, because they're going to have to do what they're going to have to do, because it's a global pandemic. So that's what was currently happening today in London with the whole protest. Let me just read a couple more. So someone says, everyone out there protesting right now, it's disrespectful against those who have lost people to this pandemic, and to the NHS who will end up having to try and save all. You're sorry. Actual riots breaking out in London it's today, it seems. Imagine thinking you're being subjected to a totalitarian fascism because you can't go down the Red Lion for a Carlsberg and some crisps. You're not Martin Luther King, you're a Muppet. I don't think people are really for it, and to be honest, I'm not really for it, because I'm like, at the end of the day, I want to come out of this lockdown now. I'm sick of being at home. I'm sick of the restrictions, and if this means that it's only going to extend things, then why keep doing it? At least if everybody abides by the rules and nothing changes, then we can kind of question, well, we have been doing it, there hasn't been any protest, there hasn't been any mass gathering, so why is there no change? But this is just going to give them something else to use against us, to lock us down. Obviously I know people are still having their own private gatherings, but still, this is not acceptable. But let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment section. I appreciate you guys tuning in every single time. If you are a returning subscriber, you guys already know. If you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, join the family. It's all good vibes, and I'll see you guys next time.